We're here, gentlemen. No partners, no middleman status. We are in control of our own destiny.
You are the heir to the throne. Cheers.
It made the voyage with us.
It did. We brought it to the new world.
You do know how to make a grand entrance.
Clearly, you don't know me.
It's all finally happening.
I see you.
Tell them about the dream.
You come from a rich history of people. So tonight I want you to remember who you are, remember where you came from. Stand tall and be proud of that.
We deserve to dream and have our dreams fulfilled.
I'm rolling with you till the wheels fall off.
She's made something of herself and you can't take it because she's strong, beautiful, and black.
Welcome to the 53rd NAACP Image Awards Virtual Pre-Awards, hosted by Affion Crockett, featuring appearances this week by Ida Rodriguez, Azian Bryant, Channing Hill, Clint Coley, Corey Hardrick, Courtney Nicole, Demetrius Shipp Jr., Derek Johnson, Karen Boykin Towns, Cleo Thomas, Lauren Wesley Wilson, Leon W. Russell, Lori Harvey, Luke Lawal Jr., Marcel Spears, Matt Cedeno, Melissa L. Williams, members of the Mexican American Legislative Caucus, Texas House Democratic Caucus, and the Texas Legislative Black Caucus, Dr. Sophia Umoja Noble, Scott X. Esdale, Wendy Raquel Robinson, and Wisdom Cole.
What's up? It's your boy Affion Crockett, and I'm your host for this week's 53rd NAACP Image Awards pre-award show presented by Wells Fargo. Now, we can't be in person to ensure the safety of everyone, so we're here at a little swanky, historic location in downtown LA. But don't worry, we're gonna have a great show in store for you all week, so it's okay to get a little dressed up on your couch. Mom, take the bonnet off. Dad, take off the gray sweats, but put some other slacks on. Now this year you cast your vote, and for the next 5 days, we'll reveal winners for several categories right here at NAACPImageAwards.net. The presenters we have for each night made it through 2020 and 2021, so off principle, we're gonna show them some love too. Now this year's live Image Awards will take place this Saturday, February 26th at 8 p.m. 7 Central on BET. Now let's get to it. Since 1967, the NAACP has recognized black voices, innovators, and trailblazers in film, television, music, and literature. For over 113 years, the NAACP has fought for the equality and rights of our people to break political, social, and economic barriers. So we're honored to have the Vice Chairman of the National Board of Directors, who also serves as the Chairman of the Image Awards Committee for the NAACP, to kick off this week's events. Please welcome Karen Boykin Towns.
Thank you, Affion. I am so glad to welcome you all to the 53rd NAACP Image Awards. Over 2 million of you voted for winners, and tonight we get to celebrate the amazing accomplishments of this year's nominees from all over the world who exemplify Black excellence. This year, we also have an incredible lineup where we are offering a hybrid experience, including Inside the Industry virtual conversations, our Celebrity Golf Invitational, the Hollywood Bureau Symposium, and a fashion show on Friday featuring 5 talented African-American designers that are part of the Black Design Collective, featuring designs by my new friend, Kevin Hall. The Image Awards would not happen if it wasn't for the dedicated people at the NAACP. A personal thank you to Chairman Leon Russell, President Derek Johnson, our National Board of Directors and Foundation trustees, as well as the Image Awards Committee and national staff. But of course, I have to give a special thank you to our broadcast partner, BET, for their continued support of the NAACP Image Awards. Now, this year's major sponsors include AT&T, Google, T-Mobile, Bank of America, General Mills, FedEx, and Airbnb. And a special thank you to our returning presenting sponsor, Wells Fargo. Congratulations to each of this year's nominees, winners, and special award recipients. We thank you for contributing your hard work, and to you at home for joining us again this year. Now back to the show, Affion.
Thank you for that warm welcome, Vice Chairman Karen Boykin-Towns. Now here to present the first set of awards in the outstanding literary categories is the voice of Karma Grant from the hit Netflix show Karma's World, created by Luda, AKA my twin brother Ludacris. Give it up for Azion Bryant.
Hello, I'm Azion Bryant, and I am here tonight to present a few awards for outstanding literary work for this year's 53rd NAACP Image Awards. It is so amazing to see all of you here tonight, and you look bomb, like y'all really did that. But let's get into this. Here are the nominees for outstanding literary work fiction: Harlem Shuffle, Colson Whitehead; Liberty, Caitlin Greenidge; Long Division, Kiese Lehman; The Man Who Lived Underground, Richard Wright; The Perishing, Natasha Dion. And the winner for outstanding literary work fiction is Long Division, Kiese Lehman.
I want to thank the NAACP and the Image Awards. Black writers do not say this out loud enough, but this award is the award that most of us dream of being nominated for if we're lucky enough to win. I especially want to thank my grandmother, 92 years old, for giving me a porch and a belief to dream on. I want to thank my mama for giving me the radical act of revision and reading and writing. Thank y'all so much for making space for us.
Now, the nominees for outstanding literary work nonfiction: Dance Theater of Harlem, A History, a Celebration, a Movement, Judy Tyrus and Paul Novosel. Just As I Am, Cicely Tyson. My Remarkable Journey, Katherine Johnson. Renegades, Born in the USA, Barack Obama and Bruce Springsteen. The 1619 Project, A New Origin Story, Nicole Hannah Jones. And the winner for outstanding literary work nonfiction is The 1619 Project, A New Origin Story, Nicole Hannah Jones.
It is my great honor to accept this award today on behalf of the 1619 Project and New Origin Stories creative team. That includes myself, that includes Jake Silverstein, Elena Silverman, and Caitlin Roper, as well as dozens of contributors who made this work possible. This is a project that aimed to put the contributions of Black Americans at the center of the American narrative. And so I, with great honor, accept on behalf of the more than 31 million descendants of American slavery.
Now for the nominees for outstanding literary work debut author: Just As I Am, Cicely Tyson. My Remarkable Journey, Katherine Johnson. Other Black Girl, a Novel, Zakiya Delilah Harris. The Love Songs of W.E.B. Du Bois, Honoré Funon Jeffers. Wake, The Hidden History of Women-Led Slave Revolts, Rebecca Hall. And the winner for outstanding literary work debut author is Just As I Am, Cicely Tyson. Here are the nominees for outstanding literary work, biography, autobiography. Just As I Am, Cicely Tyson. Unbound, My Story of Liberation and the Birth of the Me Too Movement, Tarana Burke. Unprotected, a Memoir, Billy Porter. Until I Am Free, Keisha Blaine. Will Smith. And the winner for Outstanding Literary Work, Biography, Autobiography is Will Smith. That's a wrap. I'm Affion Bryant. Congrats to all these outstanding writers. I'm out.
Congratulations to all the winners. Here to present the second set of awards in outstanding literary categories is the founder and CEO of ColorCom Media Group and ColorCom Inc., Lauren Wesley Wilson.
Hello, I am Lauren Wesley Wilson. Today I am here to present a few awards for the literary categories. I am founder and CEO of ColorCom, the nation's leading women's platform addressing diversity and inclusion across the communications, marketing, and advertising industry. I invite you to get to know a little bit more about us and follow us at @ColorCom on Instagram and @ColorCom Network on Twitter. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Literary Work, Instructional. Diversity is Not Enough, a roadmap to recruit, develop, and promote Black leaders in America, Keith Weich. Feeding the Soul, Because It's My Business, Tabitha Brown. Permission to Dream, Chris Gardner. Teaching Black History to White People, Leonard N. Moore. The Conversation, How Seeking and Speaking the Truth About Racism Can Radically Transform Individuals and Organizations, Robert Livingston. And the winner for Outstanding Literary Work Instructional is Feeding the Soul, Because It's My Business, Tabitha Brown.
Hello there, honey. Thank y'all so much. I am so grateful for the NAACP Image Awards, honey. Just being nominated alone to be thought of and to be seen, honey. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. And thank you to everybody who bought my book and told somebody about it. Thank you to my family and my friends for all the love and support. I appreciate y'all, honey. Listen, we did it again. So very good. God bless y'all and thank you.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding Literary Work, Poetry. Perfect Black, Crystal Wilkinson. Playlist for the Apocalypse, Rita Dove. Such Color, New and Selected Poems, Tracy K. Smith. The Wild Fox of Yemen, Threya Amuntasser. What Water Knows, Poems, Jacqueline Jones Lamone. And the winner for Outstanding Literary Work, Poetry is Perfect Black, Crystal Wilkinson. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Literary Work, Children. Black Ballerinas, My Journey to Our Legacy, Misty Copeland. Change Sings, Amanda Gorman and Lauren Long. Stacy's Extraordinary Words, Stacey Abrams, Kit Thomas. Time for Bed, Old House, Janet Costa Bates and A.G. Ford. When Langston Dances, Kaija Langley and Keith Mallett. And the winner for Outstanding Literary Work, Children is Stacy's Extraordinary Words, Stacey Abrams and Kit Thomas.
Hi, I'm Stacey Abrams, author of Stacey's Extraordinary Words. And on behalf of myself and our illustrator, Kit Thomas, we are excited to accept the NAACP Image Award for Outstanding Literary Work for Children. This is a book about perseverance, about the power of language, and the opportunity to show who we can be. And so I'm thrilled to accept this award, and I'm grateful to the NAACP for recognizing our work.
Hi, I'm Kit Thomas, the illustrator. Thank you, Stacey, for those wonderful words, and thank you to the NAACP for this honor.
Here are the nominees for Outstanding Literary Work, Youth Teens. Ace of Spades, Farida Abaka Imi Day. Happily Ever Afters, Elise Bryant. The Cost of Knowing More, Brittany Morris. When You Look Like Us, Pamela N. Harris. Wings of Ebony, J.L. And the winner for Outstanding Literary Work Youth Teens is Ace of Spades, Farida Abike Emi Day.
Thank you so much. It was such an honor to even be nominated, and especially amongst so many amazing Black authors who are writing for youth. And I wrote this book because I wanted to, write this kind of love letter to Black kids struggling with the way society kind of treats us, and showing them that there's still light even in the darkest of places. And so I'm just so happy and grateful, and thank you so much.
That's a wrap for me. Congrats to all the nominees and winners.
Well, the digital divide is the gap between individuals that have readily accessible internet access and then those that don't.
An AT&T Connected Learning Center is a center anywhere across our country where AT&T has identified that there's a digital divide gap. And AT&T has provided the network connectivity, the broadband, the Wi-Fi, as well as partnering with Dell for the computing systems, also with Overland Tanberg for installation of those computing systems.
So we all work together. You can tell the passion they have to bring this to these communities.
If we can help those people and take that burden off of them where they can get their homework done and not fall behind, then it's a good feeling for us.
What we're building is a framework to build a sustainable community where everyone can get the information they need, the education that they need, and that's critical.
I'm very proud that the work that we're doing is going to be making a difference in those people's lives.
Now, podcasts have literally changed the game. You can find one in any subject, literally. Like the other night, I heard one about restoring hairlines, but I tuned that out because I'm still good over here. Anyway, here to present the award in our outstanding podcast categories is the founder of HBCU Buzz, Luke A. Lawal Jr.
Hello, I'm Luke Lawal Jr., and I'm here this evening to present the winners of the inaugural podcast categories. Yes, I said inaugural. This is the new category this year, so congrats to all the new nominees. Some of you may know me as the founder of HBCU Buzz, which is the news and media outlet for HBCU students. As an advocate for equity, arts, and education, I'm grateful to be a part of this year's awards. This March, you can check out my new book, Rich Black, Poor Black, available everywhere. Here are the nominees for the Outstanding Podcasts in News and Information. Hashtag Sunday Civics, After the Uprising of the Death of Donye Dion Jones, Blind Spot Tulsa Burning, Into America, and Unresolved. And the winner for the Outstanding Podcast News and Information is Blind Spot Tulsa Burning. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Podcast Arts and Entertainment. Club Shay Shay Podcast with Shannon Sharp, Jamil Hill is Unbothered, Questlove Supreme, Reasonably Shady, The History of Sketch Comedy with Keegan Michael Key. And the winner for the Outstanding Podcast Arts and Entertainment is Jamil Hill is Unbothered.
I am beyond thrilled to receive this incredible honor, and it's especially meaningful because it's coming from the NAACP. I'd like to thank God for giving me the creativity, the thoughts, the desire to pour this into Jamil Hill is Unbothered, which is truly my baby. I'd like to thank my team, Christina, Evan, both Ashley's, Rich, Lucas, Nikki, Darren. Thank you all for riding with me on this incredible journey. I'd also like to thank Spotify for providing me with this incredible platform and for our partnership. And speaking of partnership, last but of course not least, I'd like to thank my husband for being not just my rock and my support, but also for not complaining too much when I took up so much time in our office recording all of these podcast episodes. Thank you so much, and I'm just honored, humbled, and grateful.
Now the nominees for Outstanding Podcast, Society and Culture. Beyond the Scenes, The Daily Show. Jamil Hill is Unbothered. Professional Troublemaker, Questlove Supreme, Super Soul Podcast. And the winner for the Outstanding Podcast, Society and Culture is Jamil Hill is Unbothered. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Podcast Lifestyle Self-Help. Checking In with Michelle Williams, The Homecoming Podcast with Dr. Thelma, The Sunrise Project Podcast, Two Funny Mamas, Sherry Shepard and Kim Whitley, Under Construction with Tamara Braxton, and the winner for the Outstanding Podcast Lifestyle Self-Help is Two Funny Mamas, Sherry Shepard and Kim Whitley.
Oh my God, we won, Sherry!
I know! This is the first time we've ever won anything together. Thank you so much. Absolutely, to our Two Funny Mamas fans. We love you.
Yes, that's right. Thank you to the NAACP Image Awards. Thank you to Sheila Eldridge. Thank you, Chris Desmond, Midcoast Media. We want to thank everybody. Jesus Christ, the Lord. Thank you, Father.
Because without the Lord, we would not have been able to get this podcast done. So thank you, Jesus.
And thank you. So can you please go take off that wig, Sherry?
No, it's my 70s disco roller wig.
All right. You won.
Yeah.
Again, congratulations to all the newbies for the inaugural Outstanding Podcast categories for the 53rd NAACP Image Awards. Enjoy the rest of the show.
You know what power sounds like?
This unprecedented gathering of young people.
Communities across this country recognize.
Double our efforts. We value people, and we will get it done.
Do you know what power looks like? It's rocking the vote, mobilizing for change, fighting for equality, and lending a helping hand.
Thank you so much, God. Oh my God.
You know what power feels like? Claiming our rightful seat, sustaining a 112-year legacy.
I've worked for the NAACP since 1954.
Holding our adversaries accountable and starving hate at its root. You know how power moves? It's committing to our cause, leaving a lasting impact with our partners, advocating for our civil rights, raising the next generation of leaders, and driving us through another year to a more just world.
Now we serve.
This is power in every Black form.
Our first special award this year is to highlight young people who are doing their thing in the community to bring about change. Here to present the Youth Activist of the Year Award is NAACP's Youth and College Department National Director, Mr. Wisdom Cole.
Good evening. My name is Wisdom Cole, and I am honored to present this year's NAACP Youth Activist of the Year Award to a fearless leader, Channing Hill. Channing is an aspiring lawyer and current Howard University NAACP chapter president. Under her leadership, she has led several movements, including, but not limited to, organizing a march and protest for the murder of Daunte Wright, mobilizing peers to vote, and being one of the co-founders of the now well-known Live movement of Howard University. As a leader, she took an unmovable position in fighting for a healthy and just housing condition amongst Howard's student population. In doing this, Channing organized alongside other student leaders, Howard alumni, community organizations, as well as numerous Divine Nine organizations to build a coalition to ensure healthy living conditions for Howard University students. This is Channing Hill.
Channing Hill chose to attend a storied Howard University because it offered a safe space for students like her, an affirmation for voices like hers. But in the fall of 2021, she began to hear complaints of unsafe and unhealthy living conditions on campus. It was then that the Howard University NAACP president knew she had to speak up, that their lives and their voices mattered. In order to bring attention to the poor maintenance in the dorms, Channing and other activists protested by living in tents outside the Blackburn Center, the nexus of social activity on campus. In the spirit of Ida B. Wells, she pressed the administration for accountability transparency, and action. The protests drew attention from national news outlets, and activists like Jesse Jackson came by to offer support. And after 33 days, the university agreed to negotiations. Standing on the shoulders of the legends before her, young activist Channing Hill will continue to fight for change at Howard and beyond.
Channing, for your significant contribution as Howard University's NAACP chapter president, fighting for the well-being of Black students, we present to you the NAACP Youth Activist of the Year Award.
Thank you, Wisdom, and thank you so much to my beloved NAACP. I am so grateful and so honored to be accepting this award. Thank you to my village who nurtured me and my community who encouraged me. This award means a great deal. It is affirmation that our voices, student voices, will not be silenced. It is evidence that we deserve to be heard. This award means so much to me. It means that I am going on the right path. It means that we as young, gifted, and Black students are paving a path further, deeper, farther beyond our ancestors' wildest dreams. So thank you so much. This award is for Howard University. This award is for Black Burn Takeover and the 34 days that we spent protesting. This award is for truth and service. Thank you so much.
Higher education has always been billed as the way to get a good job, buy a house, and provide for a family. Instead, the debt incurred to pay for college has prevented many from obtaining the life they dreamed of. The student debt crisis currently impacts 47.9 million borrowers with over $1.7 trillion in student loan debt. Data shows that canceling $50,000 of debt for each borrower would improve the economy and reduce the racial wealth gap for Black and brown borrowers. The average Black graduate owes $53,000 in student debt, and the jobs they get don't result in the same income benefits as others. Student loan debt continues historic and systematic practices that keep wealth out of reach for much of the Black community. While Black people started attending college at higher rates over the past 25 years, we also took on more debt than our peers to pay for it, making it difficult to purchase homes, start businesses, and build generational wealth. Canceling $50,000 in student loan debt benefits everyone. During the election, Joe Biden promised to cancel all student debt for graduates from public schools, HBCUs, and minority-serving institutions who make less than $125,000 per year.
If you come from a family where you are making less than $125,000 a year, the family, that you in fact are able to go to a state university for free. And you get debt relief for those who've gone to those universities.
Now is the time. Relief is within reach. Visit naacp.org/cancel student debt to get more information and share how student loan debt has impacted you.
Congratulations, Channing Hill. At her age, I was protesting getting my afro picked from the back because my dad was a beast with that pick, and all the naps would gather right here on the back of the neck, and he'd be like, rah! With no mercy. All right, y'all, the first night of the 53rd NAACP Image Awards is officially done. Thank you to our presenters, Zion Bryant, Lauren Wesley Wilson, and Luke A. Lawal Jr. Special shout out to the NAACP's Vice Chairman of the National Board of Directors, Karen Boykin Towns, and Wisdom Cole. Thank you to all of our major sponsors, AT&T, Google, T-Mobile, Bank of America, Gushers, FedEx, and Airbnb, but especially our presenting sponsor, Wells Fargo. And congratulations to all of tonight's winners. Oh, and you don't have to tap out just because tonight is coming to an end. You can show us some love by using the hashtag NAACP Image Awards and follow us at NAACP Image Awards on IG, Twitter, Facebook, Black Planet, all of the things. I'm your host, Affion Crockett. Make sure you come back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central to find out who will receive the NAACP Image Awards in our outstanding directing, writing, and short form categories right here at NAACPImageAwards.net for the second night of the 53rd NAACP Image Awards presented by Wells Fargo.
The 53rd NAACP Image Awards is presented by Wells Fargo and sponsored in part by AT&T Humanity of Connection, Google, T-Mobile, Bank of America, Gushers, FedEx, and Airbnb.